Alright guys, so today we're going to take a look at the brand new Microsoft Surface earbuds. Now when these were announced last year, they were supposed to be retailing at $250. So I'm definitely happy to say that they actually have come out retailing at $199, but we still need to see if they are actually still overpriced. And the reason I say that is at this price range, you are competing against a lot of heavy hitters. You have the Sony WF-1000X M3s, you have Apple's AirPods, you have Google's Pixel Buds, the One More ANCs. The competition is definitely tough when it comes to this price range. And so with Microsoft, they are offering some features that a lot of these aren't, but they are definitely falling flat when it comes to features and sound and things that the other ones are delivering on. But let's go ahead and check out some of these specs and what it is you get inside the box. So the first thing that I want to point out, and in my opinion what makes these stand out, is its Microsoft 365 integration, which basically means it has some dictation features within some of Microsoft's apps, and it also has some PowerPoint controls. So if you're somebody that's going to use these in that type of work environment, these may be beneficial. They also have a Swift connection feature that works within Surface devices. It's kind of how Apple's AirPods work within the iOS ecosystem, basically where it's easy to connect within all these different devices. So if you have a bunch of different Surface devices, this is a nice plus. It also has Spotify integration if you're using this with Android, which basically means you can tap these 3 times and it will resume back to where you were playing the last time you used them. And then you can even tap the earbuds 3 times again and it will just play music recommended based off what you listen to. So that's a nice feature, especially if you're somebody that uses Spotify. Now, as far as Bluetooth, it has Bluetooth 5.0 and it has aptX and SBC playback. So the codecs are really nice here, and I didn't experience any kind of lag with watching videos, movies, or even playing games. Now, as far as the IP rating, it is rated at IPX4, which is usually the norm if a pair has active noise canceling, which the Surface earbuds don't. So I really would have liked to have seen a little bit higher rating, especially because it'll make you feel a little bit safer when you're out and about, especially if it starts to rain or you get water splashed on these. They're supposed to be okay, but definitely make sure you don't submerge them into water. Now, as far as what you're getting inside the box, you are getting small, medium, and large silicone ear tips, but they're not your normal ear tips. These definitely fit differently, and these kind of just sit in your ears like Apple's AirPods do, more so than giving you a good seal like a lot of other earbuds. But we'll talk about that a little bit more when we talk about the sound. Now, as far as the charging cable, I'm happy to say that they've included a USB-C cable, and the battery life on these are actually impressive. The earbuds themselves, you're going to get around 8 hours of use, or with the charging case, you're going to get around 24. And if you happen to pick the earbuds up and they are dead, a quick 10-minute charge will get you around an hour's worth of use. Now, where I am surprised is that the case is not a Qi wireless charging case. So the only way to charge these is actually using that USB-C cable. Now, looking at the charging case, it is very tiny, which I was really impressed with, especially considering the fact that the earbuds are not tiny. On the bottom, you have your pairing button. Then around on the back, you have your USB-C input. And then you have a single indicator light underneath the lid that kind of gives you an idea of how much battery life is left on the case. Now, moving over to looking at the earbuds, this is where you start to see things look a little bit different. They have a flat, like saucer style design, which I don't necessarily hate the design of these. I do feel like they are a little large when they're in your ears, but I like the functionality of the controls. You basically have swipe controls so that you can turn your volume up just simply by swiping up. Same thing with turning the volume down. And then you can swipe the earbuds forward and backwards to be able to change your tracks and go backwards. So I really like the integration there. It's very easy to just simply tap to play and pause your music. Again, you do have the touch controls within Microsoft 365. So the touch controls are done very well. Now, as far as things I'm a little confused about is I'm kind of surprised that they don't have these sensors that will automatically pause or play your music by pulling the earbuds out and then put them back in. And most earbuds in this price range offer that feature, so I'm kind of surprised that it's not here. But the big deal breaker, in my opinion, is the fit. They are some of the most comfortable that I've had, but they don't seal very well, and they're just taking away from that listening experience. Again, we'll talk about that a little bit more when we talk about the sound. Now, for you guys that like to use your earbuds individually, you'll be happy to know that you can use either the left or the right. And then the microphones on here are actually extremely nice. They have dual mics on each earbud, so you have a microphone that's focusing in on your voice, and then microphones that are trying to block out your outside surroundings. But you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here. Alright guys, so here is a mic test using the Microsoft Surface earbuds. I think this is one of the strong points of these earbuds, to where I think with phone calls this will definitely get the job done. And so now here is a mic test with a crowd noise being played in the background, which you can hear here. And so this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call in public. So now let's talk about the sound. When I saw that these have 13.6 millimeter drivers, I got kind of excited. I thought, all right, we're gonna have some really nice bass impact. We're gonna have some really nice volume out of these. I think this is gonna offer a different listening experience than some of the other earbuds. And in a way, it offers a different listening experience, but that's not in a positive way. The volume, in my opinion, does not get very loud. The fact that these just don't give you a good seal in your ears. Now, I tried the different sized ear tips. You put them in and you twist them till you feel like you have a good seal. I tried absolutely everything and nothing gave me a good seal. So what that did was ultimately just pulled bass completely out of these. Now you can feel a little bit of bass, and that's just because there's maybe a slight vibration, but there's not enough seal to just isolate the outside sound and give you more of an impact. So for the most part, the bass feels really flat. But the plus side is the mids and the treble have very nice clarity, very nice detail. It's a brighter sounding earbud, but it's just not pleasing overall to listen to, in my opinion. It just feels like in most cases, it just falls flat. Now, when it comes to the sound stage and the sound imaging, because of the design of these and because of that open ear style design, you feel like they are a lot more open than most other earbuds. But what that does is cause a lot of bleed when it comes to sound. A lot of people around you are going to hear what you're listening to, but you're also going to hear everything around you as well. So my main cons with these earbuds mainly fall back on the fit, because not having a good seal ultimately just ruins the listening experience. I really would have liked to have seen the case be a Qi wireless charging case, especially considering a lot of the other earbuds in this price range offer that feature. I really would have liked to have seen some noise canceling here. I would have liked to have seen the earbuds actually have the sensors to auto pause and auto play with taking them in and out of your ear. So ultimately, I don't think that I'm the demographic for these. I think if your main focus is going to be on audio and listening to music, these don't deliver on that side. But if you're somebody that is going to watch a lot of movies and TV shows and YouTube, they fit that well because you're able to hear a lot of clarity and detail when it comes to that. You're just not going to feel the impact of anything. And if you're somebody that's in a work environment that needs these for PowerPoint or other office applications, it may be worth it to you. But honestly, I think $200 is way overpriced. I think these should be closer to around $100. And even at that, I don't know that these are going to fit the needs for people when it comes to audio quality. But guys, that's my video on the brand new Microsoft Surface earbuds. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.